What are you guys doing?
Putting on the foil every game.
Yeah, you want some?
It's wild. It's outrageous. It's outrageously funny.
And here we are in Johnstown, Pennsylvania at the train station. This is where the Hanson Brothers were first seen on the big screen, where Paul Newman walks in and he hears a commotion in the background, and he looks and the three Hanson Brothers are beating up the Coke machine because the machine took my friggin' quarter. The machine was here, and it wasn't in the movie, but they had us, all three of us, walking down the aisle here with our boxes and old suitcases. And I was thirsty, I wanted to get a soda, so we stopped here. And Newman was right about 20 feet that way, and he looked and didn't see us, and all of a sudden he walked away from us through those big doors, and he heard the commotion, and he came back, and all three of us were standing here beating up the soda machine. And a little insight on that is the machine was owned by the train station, and back in those days, the machine had all bottles, no cans in it. And we were supposed to rough up the machine a little bit. And after about 3 or 4 takes, we got pretty excited about beating up the soda machine. And we beat it up so bad that they had to buy the whole machine, and all the glass bottles that were in the machine broke, and all the soda was all over the floor. So it took us about 4 or 5 scenes to get it done, but we had to buy the whole brand new soda machine. And I have no idea where that's at, but this is the old train station that gave us our first start on the big screen. History is made after that. So what I remember in 1976 when we did the film Slapshot, we're at the police station now, and what I remember is the big desk used to be right here where Strother Martin was talking to the officer and trying to bail us out, and we came out of this room here, we're in jail, and in real life what happened is we were in Utica, New York, and Jeff scored a goal, and someone threw something to hit him in the face, and we went in the stands. And it so happened at Utica, New York, the police station is right across the street from the arena. So we went in the stands and we beat up a few people that we felt that were doing the wrong stuff by throwing stuff on the ice. And after the game, there was a knock at our door, just like it happened in the movie. And there's the police officers from Utica, New York, saying the Carlson Brothers. And we did get arrested. We walked across the street to the police station, and the bus did show up with the players, and they did come up with their meal money to bail us out so we could get on home that night. But the film was, in the movie Slapshot, it was filmed in Johnstown, Pennsylvania at the police station, and the desk was right here. And we walked out of the room right here, and Strother Martin is trying to tell the officer at the desk that this used to be a quarter, and it used to be a nickel, now it's a quarter. And one of the funniest scenes in the movie. And we came out of the door, and we got bracelets and all that stuff, told Newman, and we walked back out this door, through this door here where the bus was waiting for us, coming through here, down these stairs. Right, this is the steps where we got bailed out from our team on the bus waiting outside here. And these are the steps we walked out here, and it was in the middle of the night because of it was getting summertime, and we had the leaves were coming out, so all the people out here in the middle of the night, bus was waiting outside here, and they cheered us once we entered outside, and we just entered the bus, and the bus took off. Since we're at this area here, just where that car down there is blinking their lights is where the Handler Lounge used to be, and a lot of the scenes from the Johnstown, the movie Slapshot, was filmed at the Handler Lounge. The scene where we had we play with our toys in the hotel room, and there was grape or orange on that stinking root beer, and also the scene where Newman was in the bar and Ned Braden and his wife were arguing that he should quit and go work for his family, and he said, no, you take the keys in the van and I get the dog. And that was the scene at the Handler Lounge, which is not there no more. Things have changed a little bit. Like I said, in the police station, the desk wasn't there, so times have changed in 45 years, but this is one of the scenes where at the Johnstown Police Department, we actually filmed in the middle of the night. We filmed in the middle of the night because the summer, it was getting green out here. The leaves are turning green, So we had to do it in the middle of the night so it looked like it was in the middle of the winter still. This is where Paul Newman and Lily sat, and they discussed Ned Braid being an aggressive hockey player, and she wants him not to be an aggressive hockey player. And they're both sitting here, and Newman's trying to kind of hit on her, but not hitting on her. And they looked across the street over to where the sub place is right there, and they noticed that Ned Braden is talking to another female, not his wife. And that's where Newman says he's not too happy with you, and she got all pissy and walked away. But also in this scene here, over where the Tower Pizza is, right by Giant Eagle, was where the drugstore was, where Paul Newman's daughter was the pharmacist at the drugstore, and he stole the hockey news from there, and Universal Studios built them that drugstore when they filmed. And if you move back, turn over here a little bit, this used to be the Gloucester building, and that's where Newman stole the hockey news and ran across the park, and he seen his wife Francine, and he met her over at the Hanson Brothers and said that he's not looking too good, he's tired and all that stuff. And we came by in the convertible with our cowboy hats, and we waved at Paul Newman while we drove through. Also over here, in this area here, this is where the beauty salon was, where Francine ran, and she gave Lily a makeover to make her look better. And Newman said, I'll pay for it, but she knows that, Francine knows that Newman's not gonna pay for it. So right about here, Paul Newman catches his wife because he's seen her coming, and he stops her right around here with the canopy. On this old Gloucester building, the canopies used to come all the way out across the sidewalk, so if it was raining, you wouldn't have to walk in the rain. And this is where Newman was talking to her about she wants to get a divorce, and he says the team is struggling and all that stuff. We're starting to win games. And this is the road that we came down with the Cadillac, a convertible. Not the Cadillac, but a convertible with the three Hanson Brothers with the cowboy hats on, riding by and waving, honking the horn at Newman, and just driving Newman crazy. You know, that's what we were trying to do, actually. And it was kind of a funny scene. But this is one of the places where a lot of the scenes were right downtown here. The police station, the Headland Lounge, the park, the beauty salon, the pharmacy, the Gloucester Brothers building. A lot of history here. A lot of history making the film here. This is where Marley the dog was mounted on by this fountain here. And supposedly, the rumor has it that Marley, back in the day of the flood time, Marley woke up the neighbor, the town, and alarmed them that the floods were coming, and they got up the mountain through the inclined plane to save the town. And a lot of people, the rumor has it that he saved many lives by warning the town that the floods were coming. So here we are with the dog that used to be in the park, but it's a replica because the original ones had another destination. But you got to be careful with this dog. He's friendly, but he might want to bite every once in a while. But this is Marley. Like I said, the rumor has it that he saved the town from the flood waters and got everyone up the inclined plane and saved a lot of lives. Before we go in, this is where the ambulance was, and Newman told him to go around and get the siren going. The dogs are going crazy, the people are going crazy right in this parking lot, right this area here. And but this is the War Memorial. This is welcome to my office from 1976 to 1977. I really get not emotional, but I get a good feeling in this area here because they have all the names that have passed and that served into the military, all the different wars, the Korean War, World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War. This it gives me a good feeling for people that put up their lives and sacrifice themselves to give us our freedom. This is where Newman is trying to find out from Yvonne Barrett's supposed to go up and ask Newman who owns the Chiefs. And that scene was done right here. Right here. Newman is waiting right here. Yvonne comes down the steps here. And Paul Newman says, okay, what did he say? How did you say? He goes, I asked him, who owns the Chiefs? And what did he say? Owns. And Newman gets all frustrated and goes up himself and sees Joe McGrath, the general manager, owner. But this is where that scene was taking place, where Newman was standing here. Yvonne comes down the steps here. But if you look way up in the rafters above the scoreboard, and right here I took the shot and I hit the organ player way up in the rafters up there. I never did hit the organist. I can't shoot it that high. But the magic of movie making is one shot, nailed him in the head, perfect shot, hit it one take, done for the day. This section right here is where the Johnstown marching band played the music. When Ned Brain did his striptease, they were sitting right in this section here. Now, at this point, I always give the microphone over to Vicky, because this is where Francine, this is the aisleway where Francine and Lily, after she got her makeover, walked down here. And at this point right here, Newman walked into the arena, and here comes the Syracuse Bulldogs in. And that is Dr. Hook coming in here. And this is when Newman put a bounty on Dr. Hook. And I can't mention what Dr. Hook said to Newman, but he kind of threatened Newman with his foul mouth, and Newman said, all I can get. And then Newman walked into this door here, and the Syracuse team walked into the locker room down there. In this area here during the filming, this used to be a pro shop. Now it's the Slapshot room, but this used to be a pro shop here. And they had it roped off, rope here and a rope on that side. And this is where all the liquid beverages were here. All the right out that side, that door was our lunch wagon where we had access. This is our locker rooms where we could, no access, the people couldn't get any closer to us, where we could walk out that door and have our lunch in peace, have our beverages right here, and anything we wanted, snacks right here. And they remodeled, now it's the Slapshot room they made in the pro shop's gone. We're at the War Memorial where the film was made in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and they made this Slapshot room inside the War Memorial where the pro shop used to be, and they dedicated to the movie Slapshot with all the pictures and actors that were in the film. Now this scene here, when I'm on the blue line listening to the national anthem, this actor, he was an actor, and it took us about 3 days to do that scene because this actor couldn't skate. So once he couldn't turn, once he turned, he fell. And once he got the turn, he couldn't get to me because he couldn't skate to me. But once he got turned and skated to me, now he can't stop. So now he turned, skated to me, and now he learned how to stop, and now finally he got his lines out. And actually I was pretty mad because I was trying to listen to the effing song, but it took about 3 days, and actually Dave and Jeff at one point, they just said that Dave and Jeff just go home, and it was just me and the actor trying to do that scene. But it took a long time to finish that scene. It was long days. It was really long days to do that one scene. Husband, the goaltender, and I said, husband, yeah, this is Hanrahan. He was the goaltender of when Newman was in bed with his wife. He got so mad that he chased Newman into the penalty box, but he was so small, they had to build a ramp by the boards so he could run up the ramp to jump over the boards. I would like to thank everyone for this past year. Fans, people in Johnstown, people in the area, people all over the world that have helped me through my cancer treatments and sending their support and prayers to us, me and Vicky. We greatly appreciate it, and it pulled me through a lot of stuff that I was going through. and I wouldn't have done it without you people, and I want to thank you so much for everything you've done for me. And I want to give back to you now. We want to give back to you now. We want to get back to Johnstown. We want to get involved in Johnstown a little bit more. And we want to get back on the road and make everyone smile again and make everyone laugh again like we used to do. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, and have a great day.
There's never been a film like Slapshot. There may never be another.